Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Franchise Hour. Today is Thursday, November 4, and this is episode 5 of season 5. And we have a very interesting topic today. We are talking about cycle franchise, so bicycle, motorcycles, etc. And we have the champion in that business with us. And for that purpose, I'm welcoming now Mr. Chef Chua to us. Hi, Chef. Welcome to the Franchise Hour. It's a pleasure welcoming you, being our guest for this week. And let's talk about CycleHouse, your business. Actually, Chef, I learned that you are a doctor of optometry and you have a master's also in business administration. So, how did you come to the cycle business? Jeff?
Hello.
Yes.
There's a lag in the internet, but first of all, I want to thank Rudolf for inviting CycleHouse. There's a lag in the internet, Rudolf. But first off, if I understand your question, how did I come into this kind of business, right?
Correct.
Yeah, because there's a lag in the internet. I missed out some of your question, but I just want to thank RK again and this program for educating the Filipinos, and thank you for inviting CycleHouse. Kami po yung nagagalak na maimbitahan kami dito. So thank you, Rudolph, and to your team.
Welcome.
So it's just that when I was incorporate for 16 years, then around 2010, I have thought of paano kung mawalan ako ng trabaho. And paano? O kaya inassign ako, I was assigned in different parts of the country. I was a sales supervisor back then. Eh sabi ko, paano pag na-assign ako sa isang area na hindi ko gusto? So that's the moment I started of thinking of a business. And during that time, Rudolph, I found out that more than 60% of registered vehicles in the country based sa LTO, Land Transportation Office, are motorcycle. Just imagine, mas marami ang dalawang gulong, ang motorsiklo kaysa sa apat na gulong. So I had an insight there. The market is huge and it's still growing. And at the same time, I have noticed that there are no professionalized repair for the mass market. So that's how it started. And then I have just combined it with the bike business. And right now, for vehicles or bikes, basta dalawang gulong, you should think of CycleHouse and professionalized repair. So that's how we started.
So when was that? When did you open your first outlet?
2010, Rudolph.
Okay. And in the meantime, how many you opened? How many outlets you have
Right now we have 60 plus retail, but we also have our online franchisee. That would be around 150. So right now we have 200 plus retail and online franchisee.
When did you start your franchise program?
We started around 2016.
What tell us a little bit of the challenges you had, because you went into a category which was not really properly served at the time.
You're right. The challenges, the challenges were ensuring that we can properly support all of the franchises nationwide. And like what you have said, there was really no concrete model on how to do it from a motorcycle and bike. And Rudolph, did you know that our SKU, the single keeping unit, yung dami ng pyesa, the parts and accessories, it can balloon of to more than 10,000. Kaya that was the tough part. How can we ensure that the customer will have a nice assortment of products when they go to a motorcycle and bike shop? So for over the last years, more than 5 years right now, we have figured out the systems and the processes to ensure that the franchising program will be a success. We use technology and we use a lot of learning from the processes.
In percentages between Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao, how is CycleHouse split up? How many franchises or outlets you have, Luzon and in Visayas and in Mindanao?
All right. I don't have the exact number, but we're more heavy in Luzon. I think probably around 50%. Then we have around 30% in 30% in Mindanao and 20% in Visayas.
So there's still a lot of room for growth.
Oh, definitely. There's always a lot of room for growth, most especially in the Philippines.
Do you consider going international? Do you consider going international?
Hello?
Yeah, Chef. Do you consider going international? Can you hear me?
Yeah, Rudolf, that's one of the plans. Right now, 2 years ago, I know, in 2020, there are invitations for us to expand in Vietnam. And of course, there was some folks in the Middle East who's asking about it because they know how the Filipinos are very good in terms of repair services. So those are the things that we are also looking at in the near future.
When the pandemic started, how did you pivot CycleHouse?
Right now, Rudolph, we're now about to launch our food delivery. So it's more of we want to expand our we want to enlarge the business, make it bigger. Because just imagine, Rudolph, those partner drivers, the ones who will be delivering the food or the parcel, whatever it is, will be the ones who will have their units repaired in the motorcycle bike shop. So that's more of a strategy, more of a market penetration. We want to have more motorcycle riders and bike riders in our shop.
But how did you start with last year when we were hit by the pandemic? How easy or how were you able to go through it, keeping all the outlets open and operational?
Yeah, Rudolph, you know what? For the last 5 years, we have been innovating on our products first. That's it. We want to differentiate ourselves from the other shops. So we have created our own brand, our own products. That's number one. Number two, for the last 5 years, we have keep on investing on the brand. We have a lot of in-store promotions. We also have above the line the social media advertisement. So that's how we keep our brand relevant and making sure that everybody is operational. And we have also assist our franchise owners in terms of ensuring that their workers are safe. So we regularly provided them with the tips, the health tips, the requirement from the government. And of course, we also have this annual conference wherein we further support them in terms of financials, in terms of where to get capital. Those are the things that can help them open for the last during the pandemic.
Okay. I saw also in your Facebook, I think you also offer now
Hello?
co-ownership. Jeff, I saw in your I think it was in your Facebook account that you also offer now franchise as a co-ownership.
Yeah,
Can you elaborate a little bit on that one, in
yeah.
case some of our viewers want to be co-owners of one of your franchises?
Thank you, Rudolph. I'm so amazed with you because you have really studied our business. Thank you for doing that. The co-ownership, Rudolph, is an insight coming from 2020. The insight was not all of the Filipinos wants to run their own business, but they like to co-owner or they want to invest in a motorcycle and bike shop like CycleHouse. So we came up with a program. It's a co-franchise ownership wherein they can also have the opportunity to sell online through our virtual store. So that's how we do it. they still have to do some marketing stuff, but just a minimal. At the same time, will be the ones to manage the store.
When it comes to the products, what brands are you carrying? Any kind of motorcycle brand, or you're specializing yourself on certain
The
brands?
audio got lag again. What about the
All right.
products?
Yeah. Are you carrying a certain brands of motorcycles only, or you're carrying practically any, or you're servicing practically any kind of motorcycle and bikes?
Sorry, the audio got lag. What do you mean? You're asking me what are the motorcycle and bike units?
Yeah. What brands or
All right.
whom are you servicing actually?
All right. Good
Is
question.
it
Rudolph, we're focused. It's a matter of strategy. Strategy is you need to do a lot of trade-offs. You need to focus on a specific market. CycleHouse is focused on the mass market, meaning these are people who are on a budget and somehow who can upgrade up to the mid-end. So that's our range, budget to mid-price. So all
okay?
motorcycle and bike, as long as they suit the that range, market range, will be able to serve them.
That's practically more than 90% of the market.
You're right. You got it right.
All right. Jeff, we would be very much interested to learn about your franchise program. And for that purpose, we are putting up now your presentation. Can you tell us about your CycleHouse franchise?
Hello, Rudolph.
Yes. We put up now the presentation, Chef.
Hello, yes.
Can you please make your presentation now for your franchise program?
All right. So can I present now? Thank you, Rudolph.
Please go ahead, Chef.
Yeah. To the audience, I would like to apologize because there's a lag in my internet. Anyway, this will be a quick around 5 to 7 minutes presentation. And I want to thank RK again, the Franchise Hour, and Rudolph for the opportunity. So this is the first slide. I want to introduce to you CycleHouse. We have these Filipino Americans who are managing their own stores. Roger is the one on top. He's managing his own store in Pangasinan. And down below is Almi. He's also a Phil-Am. He's managing his own store her own store in Cavite. All right. Now, we started in 2010. And we are a retailer, importer, and distributor. And currently, we are the first and only motorcycle and bike franchising company in the Philippines. Now, I just want to encourage you, for those who are listening in, maybe you are looking for a business, right? Maybe this is one of your dreams, diba? To be your own boss. Let me just suggest to you some tips in choosing a business. Kasi most of the time, which I do understand, maganda rin naman yung mga ibang businesses. They love food or whatever it is, di ba? But my tip to you guys is you have to open up your mind. Like for me, I'm not very good in singing, or I play basketball quite well, but not professionally. Sometimes your strength might not be a good business, di ba? Sometimes gusto mo nga yung pagkain, kung hindi ka naman magaling magluto dyan, mahirap din. So what I'm trying to suggest is look at the market. Saan ba yung nag-grow na market? Diba? Assess the market, observe the growth. Because if you want to make money, you want to ensure that the market is growing. Second tip, if you're looking for a business, look for a differentiation of the business. And of course, ano yung financial model? So that's what I'm going to discuss with you. But I know RK also handles a lot of good brands. They're okay. Basta naman maayos sa business yan. And hindi ka nagsusugal. It's a business. So they're okay. Pero just in case, try to open up kasi motorcycle and bike can be a good business option for you. Market review. Left topmost, the Department of Transportation is promoting bike. In fact, the government invested 1 billion for the bike lanes. So that's a good sign for the business. They are promoting biking. It will not be gone in the next forever, probably. A lot of folks actually, the first world countries, they promote biking. So it's a good business. Second one, the middle, frontliners. There's a lot of delivery riders, motorcycle, kaya yung repairs namin sobrang taas ngayon. All right? Third one, online business is in. In fact, Amazon got richer during the pandemic. So these are market review that we have to be mindful of on what is happening. And of course, if there's a lot of motorcycle riding and bike riding, there's a need for repairs. That's where CycleHouse can come in. And in fact, there are a lot of inquiries when we would open to this province, to this province, and etc. and etc. So, how do we make money, right? How do we make money? We make money by replacing the parts, accessories, and the services. For the motorcycle riders, of course, we have the periodic tune-up, change oil. That's how we make money. And of course, as long as you stay in the business and you do good customer service, you develop more customer and you develop customer loyalty. For the bikes, the way we make money, we sell bike. We can also sell to companies. We replace the parts, accessories, and we do also services to them. So the services is a separate billing from the parts. So that's how we make money, right? So what's the big business idea of CycleHouse? In 2010, God gave me the vision that maybe we can make things better for the customer by providing professionalized repair to the mass market. So through the grace of God, for the last 11 years right now, our customers now knows about CycleHouse, and it click whenever they see a CycleHouse store. The store is catchy, it's professionalized, they trusted the store more. So that's the differentiation: professionalized, cleaner facility for the mass market. All right, just gonna run through this quickly. Number one, again, it's a growing motorcycle market. More than 60% of registered vehicles are motorcycle. Number two, there's a lot of biking going on, right? So just imagine, si ate, si kuya, si tatay, si nanay, kasama sa bahay, would like to have their own bike. And it is also being used as for a business. Number three, the focus on the mass market. That's the focus of CycleHouse. All right, we're focused on that, which is according to Rudolf, he knows it, not more than 90% here in the Philippines, most especially. Number five, it's a low risk. No spoilage because the bike, the tires, the tube, whatever it is, don't get spoiled. So you can sell it. Number six, it's essential spending, most especially if the bike unit and motorcycle unit is being used for commuting. All right? So meaning, hindi nila titipirin yan. They have to spend for it. They have to have it repaired. All right? Number seven, CycleHouse has been, I think this is one I'm proud of, with my team working on this. We keep on improving this one, our management training. Did you know that we also have a leadership training for the owners? We have a separate training for the supervisors, for the staff, and for the mechanics as well. And you can get them for free for just one-time investment in CycleHouse. And number eight reason why we think CycleHouse can be a good option for you is we have produced successful franchises already. So that's a good sign. All right. So maybe for those who are watching here in RK and the Franchise Hour, maybe you will be the next successful franchise owner. Sometimes you just have to try, right? You just have to try. And no worries, because we will equip you all the way, from training your staff, training the owner, training the mechanics. All right. Our basic franchise package starts at $298. And actually, if your store is located near a bike lane, we can bring it down to $249. All right. So inclusions: manual, store design, POS, store opening assistance, the signages, the trainings. It's a one-time investment, my friends. And half of the franchise package are already composed of the initial stocks. Meaning, for the 249, yung half nun, or 298, 150 worth of stocks. Once you sell it, the money goes back to you. All right? So that's a good financial model, low overhead, low capital investment. All right? And like what Rudolf has mentioned, we're also, for those who doesn't want to manage their own store yet, you can be our co-ownership, our online franchise business. Just by sharing in FB, you can make money, and you can also make money from our warehouse sales. All right. So if you want to know more about it, just message us. For the services, we're gonna enter the motorcycle and bike delivery, the parcel, the food delivery. You can also be part of our co-ownership program. If you have questions, if you're interested about knowing more about CycleHouse, we have a weekly orientation every Saturday starting at 1 p.m. I would like to invite you. Uh, we would like to see your franchise application, and because our mission is to provide business opportunities and employment opportunities. All right, as long as there's no conflict of interest, more or less, we're okay to accept you as one of our franchise owners. So that's it. Thank you again for inviting CycleHouse.
Jeff, can we repeat the numbers? How to get in touch with you?
Oh, yeah, thank you. Sorry about that, Rudolph. Here are the numbers. It's 0917-510-1331. Or the easiest route, Sir Rudolph, is they can check our FB page at CycleHouse Philippines.
All right,
CycleHouse Philippines.
and your email is cyclehouseph.
Yeah.
That franchise.
Sorry, Ruth. Here at CycleHouse Philippines. We have
All
a
right.
website, cyclehouseinternational.com.
CycleHouse International.
Sorry, I don't I didn't memorize the email address of the company.
No problem.
But
So that
the website
viewers
is
can.
there already in the poster. They can get
All right,
in touch with
excellent.
our FB page.
So that
Thank
people who are
you, Rudolph.
interested people who are interested can get directly in touch with
Yes.
CycleHouse for the franchising. All right.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Jeff. And before we close the day today with the franchise hour for this Thursday, I still have to make a few announcements as well. All right. For today, my announcements are: we have, of course, first of all, to thank Mr. Jeff Chua for being our guest. And then we have, in case you have a business, you want to franchise it out, please get in touch with us at RK Franchise Consultancy. We developed for the last 22 years companies into franchise systems. So we do everything what is needed to be a franchise company, from structuring the franchise to operations manual, franchise marketing materials, contracts. And we did that so far for more than 800 Filipino companies. So get in touch with us at 8-912-2946 or 8-912-2973. Internationally, outside the Philippines, we're doing the developments under the brand Franmundo, so you can get in touch with us at franmundo.com. For distributorship packages, what we prepare also the same work, structure, marketing, contracts, manuals, territory mapping. Please get in touch with our sister company, GoFran, at 8736-6940 in Manila. And of course, all our clients are member of Filipino International Franchise Association. And please read also our magazine, franchising.ph. This month issue is still featuring the expos, what we are running, the Cebu Franchise Expo in the Iloilo, and the Mindanao Franchise Expo, what we had in October, and the Iloilo Franchise Expo and the Palawan Franchise in November. So from November 5 to 15, starting tomorrow, we have the Iloilo Franchise Expo at iloilofranchise.com, and also a franchise seminar and opportunity presentation on November 13 at 2 p.m. on Facebook. And then afterwards, we have the third Palawan Franchise Expo virtual edition at palawanfranchise.com from November 20 to 30, with a seminar on November 27. If you want to learn more about franchising, or you want to see the previous editions of the Franchise Hour, please go to the YouTube channel of RK Franchise. Thank you. And the next week, on November 11, we have Rowena Natividad as guest. She is the head of partnership growth of the International Workplace Group, which is also known as the Regis. And then the week after, we have Mr. George Noel Vinike as guest. So this will be the announcement for the next weeks. And with this one, we end our franchise hour for this week again. I thank Mr. Chef Chua, President and CEO of the CycleHouse, and I wish him good luck and many, many more franchises. And I see you, my viewers, again next Thursday at 4 p.m. Thank you so much and have a good day.